Uh, so till now we have written Visual Force programs and Apex programs, but we did not combine till now. So we have written some Visual Force program and we have written some Apex programs. Apex is for what? Majorly for logic. Visual Force is for what? Majorly for display. That means UI. So we have written logic differently, and logic separately and Apex separately till now. Apex separately and Visual Force separately till now. Let's combine both. That means put the logic in the Apex and call that Apex logic from the Visual Force page. Okay? Series. We will be writing the logic in the Apex and we can use that logic in the Visual Force page. So before that, let's see some more Visual Force stuffs. Okay? So I would like to develop a search page which will search the leads. Please series. I would like to develop the search page to search the leads. Okay? Now look at here. Let me share this program. If you look at here, what is happening? Just observe here. So I have developed a search page, and if I search something, it is going to display the results. It is going to display the results. Let's say it is going to search what? Leads, right? Let me check whether I have the leads starts with Satya. There are no leads. Now let me go and add some leads. Let me go and add some leads. New. Let's say Channa 123 company ABC 123. So now save this lead. I just created one lead. Now I am creating one more lead. Now I am creating one more lead. So let me give the name as Channa testing 1, 2, 3. Save. So I created two leads. Now let me go and give Channa star now. So let's see whether I am getting the leads or not. Go and search. See, two leads are there. So that means what are we trying to do here? If you look at this program, we are trying to develop a search page. And when you enter something in the search text field, it will go and check whether that text, whatever you entered, is available in the leads object or not. If yes, then it gets the record and display it. Now look at here, what is happening. So okay, for that UI is separate and logic is separate. Let me show you the logic also. UI is separate and logic is separate. I'm just trying to create the logic. So that means Visual Force page is separate now, and Apex is also separate. Okay, now this is correct. So let me go here and enter Channa star and straight go. Let's see whether we are getting the results or not. We are getting. Okay, we are getting the results. So if you see here, in the email ID there is a CHE, that's why you are getting this also. In the email ID there is a CHG, that's why you are getting this also. Now let's see what is the logic available here. Let's see what is the logic available here. This is the Visual Force page and this is the Apex. This is the Visual Force page and this is the Apex. Now see, try to understand the logic, whatever available here. Okay. Now if you look at here, first step, what are we trying to do? We are displaying this testing something. So that is what page block session. So previously I discussed about the page block session. Page block session. So I created a page block session which is going to display search text. This is just a label. That's why there is a Apex output label. So it is going to display the label. There I am putting something called panel group. There I am putting something called panel group. There is a component called Apex panel group. So inside that, why I am putting a group? Because I want to have this label and text box as this input text box and go button as one unit. So I would like to have this input text box and go button as one group. So that's why we are having group, panel group. Now inside the panel group, what are we having? One input text box and go button. So therefore input text box, something and all. Then if you look at here, so what is this meaning? Value. Value means, so if you look at here, so exclamatory mark search text, that means this value, whatever I enters, that is what the meaning. Whatever I enters, that will be taken. Next there is a command button. So if you look at here, button, title is what? Text, but value, the display value is what? Go. Now when I press the go, what are we trying to do here? Look at this. When I press go, what are we trying to do here? I am performing a action called do search. Do I have the do search here? I don't have. Then where is the do search? Do search is available in the Apex. So if you look at here, here is the do search. Do search. So then where is the link from Visual Force to Apex? How the link is created? So the link is controller. Controller is equal to the controller. That means what? Whenever you write some action, it will take what is the controller name. Controller name is what? The controller. And it will go to the controller and it will see whether do search is there or not. Yes, there is a do search. Now do you remember SOSL? SOSL is used to search for search something. Now look at here, what are we trying to search? So it calls the do method, do search method. Now there is a find. Find. Then what I need to search? Whatever entered here. Whatever entered there. How do I get? I can get with the help of, if you look at here, search text. Okay. Then returning. Okay. Then from where? From the lead object. So that's why I said lead object. Okay. Next, if you look at here, in the leads we have so many fields. If you look at here, in the leads there are so many fields. These many fields are there. Now where do I search? Where do I search? Which fields I need to search? So I want to search in the name, email ID, phone number. Name, email ID, phone number. So that's why if you look at here, even email ID also there. If I go and remove the email ID here, let's say I am removing the email ID here. Now click on save. See, you will be getting 2 records now. Email ID results will not come. Email ID results will not come. What happened? SObject row was retried via SOPL without querying leads.email. Oh, email is mandatory. That's what it is saying, email is required. Apex:/S3. Okay. See, we are reading the results. So that's how you can both combine. Now if you look at here, please try to understand. So now do search. Do search is what it is written in the so whatever we enter, that will be available in the search text. That search text is passed here, and it will go and check in the leads and get the records. Once you get the records, and these are all the records what are related to leads. So that's why converting into lead object type and returning. So whatever you return right, those will be available here. I mean in the those will be available in the command bar, do action, all these things. Now if you look at here, okay. So do search is returning the results. So how do I catch that results in the Visualforce again? Because that is Apex, right? Right now Apex is returning the results. Now how do I take into Visualforce? If you want to take into Visualforce, so if you look at here, there is a status. You need to use the status. So status is going to say whether you are searching or not. If you look at here, please see this. You will be getting some text here. Search go. Yeah. Do you see the difference? There is something called, let me open the notepad. When you click on the search, immediately doing the search, some kind of message is coming. This message. This message is coming because of this action. Apex action status. ID is equal to something. Then you can display whatever you want, the message. Because sometimes whenever you search the results, right, what is happening? When you search the results, it is going to say, I am searching something, please wait. I want to have that kind of messages. As I want to have that kind of messages, so I am displaying those. Okay, now come back to getting back the results. So Chenna star, search. Now you are getting the results, fine. Now how do you get back the results and fill it in the Visualforce page? So if you look at here, Apex page block, I am creating one more page block. Then title is equal to results. Forget about that. ID is equal to results. Now if you look at here, in the Apex, where I am showing the so this is going to return the records. That records are available in the results. So therefore, the connectivity from here to here. That means you need to use this object here so that whatever records written in the Apex will be available in the Visualforce. Okay, so whatever, so if you look at here in the Apex, once we find the records, we are storing in the results. That object you need to use here. That object you need to use here. Now, how do I display those? So if you want to display those, so sometime back I explained Apex page block table also. So I am going to use the page block table. So page block table should get the values from where? From the results, and I am putting in the variable called L. So that means L is going to have first record. L is going to have first record. So if you look at here, you need to repeat this until there are no records in the results. Because right now result is having how many? 3 records. So it will take first record and keep in the L. And it display first name, last name, email ID. First name, last name and email ID. Okay. Next, it will go and take the next record and display first name, last name, email ID. It will go and take next record and display first name, last name, and email ID. And do I have any more further records? No. So if no, then it comes out of this. So then this is what the results you will be having. Now if you don't want to search in the email, so you can remove email here. You can remove email here and also remove the email here. Now see. Okay. Now let me go and search Channa Star. See, there is no email now. Now let me share this because still that record is coming. We should not get that record. Channa Star. Now look at here, go. Now see, still is coming. Is there anything Channa here in the name and the phone number? I think something is cached. See, visit here, now it's not coming. CHE, go. I think some records are cached, that's why it is coming, that's fine. So if you don't want to search in this, so that is how you can maintain the fields. Now if you have any questions, how to write the Apex logic, if you see here, the logic we are writing in the Apex. And only display and all we are doing in the UI. UI means Visual Force. Is there any? If you have any questions, you can ask me so that we can repeat. Otherwise, you can continue the next program. So basically, what are we trying to do here? 3 steps. One is we are creating the search option. Then when I click on the go, I'm finding the results in the leads object. Once you find the results object or once you find the results, then you need to display them. So display is again Visual Force. These are the 3 steps. So that therefore I am able to split logic and UI separately. So this is what the logic, this is what the UI. I am able to split logic and the UI. Now if you have any questions, you can ask me, otherwise you can go to the next one. Suprit?
Okay, fine.
Suprit is there?
Actually, where we are passing that search text still I am not clear.
Sorry?
Where we are passing that search text.
That's what. So if you look at here, so here this is the input field, right? For input field, we will be writing here get search text, get search text. Get search text means what? This method will be called and it will go and take whatever you entered and keep where in the search text. So that is what we are using here. So there is a getter setter method actually. That will be called. Setter method is what? Okay, set method is what? Whatever you entered, that will be taken and put it here. Get method is what? Whatever available in the search text will be returned. But this is not called right now set search text. It's going to take the text from here and put it in the search text. That search text I am using here. That means if I am putting colon search text means it will be replaced with Channa Star. That's what I mean.
Okay.
Okay.
Colon is for variables calling or?
Sorry?
Colon is used for calling a variable or what? Is search text?
No, colon colon then variable name means it will replace whatever value that variable is having. This variable is having some value, right? What is the value?
Okay.
10 or star. That value I want to take. If you just say like this, then it is a variable name. If you say colon, then variable name, then it will take the variable value.
Okay. Right.
Okay? So, let me repeat this again. It's a three-step process. First thing is that create the search option. So to create the search option, it is simply straightforward. I'm just using page bar session and the input text and command button. Then in the command button, I just calling a method called do search. So where this method I am writing in the controller, my own controller. So this is called the custom controller. So now it will go here. So this method will be called. So here there is a search text. So therefore get search text will be called. Get search text will be called. What this method will do? Whatever entered here, that will be taken and put it in this here. And here we need to use SOSL. So find your text in the lead object. In this object or in this field, then store the result in the some variable. So that variable is nothing but result. Now I need to display that. If you want to display that, then come back here. So you can use Apex page block or table or whatever it may be. So I am using the table. So if you want to display status message, you can display. I am using the table. Table to take the values from where? Result. Result is having 50 records. So take the first record and put it in the L. L dot name. So what is the L dot name? This one. L dot phone number. L dot email. So on, so on. Like that. It will take the next record. So this always checks, do I have the next record? After completion of 3 records, do I have the next record? I don't have. So it's false. So it comes out of the table. So that's how we have the record. Okay?
Okay.
Now let's see the next program. So that is how you can use the SOSLs also. SOQLs we already seen. SOSL, this is how you can see. Now let's see the checkboxes. How to create the checkboxes and how to write the logic. Yeah. So I am creating the checkboxes. So the display I am doing in the Visual Force, and I will be having the controller also here. That means Apex also here for the logic purpose. For logic purpose, I am writing the Apex again. Okay. So now let's try to understand what is happening here. See, if you see here, connection sample connection 1 or controller 1. When you click on save, if there is no controller attached, then it is going to ask you to create. Now I am creating it. Now I am creating it. Now go here and paste your logic or have your logic. That's all. Column number 17. Okay. Now save this. Hold on a second. Okay. Now if you look at here, okay. So let me take this logic. Anyway, I have already here. Yeah, I have already here. So this one. What are we trying to do here? Checkboxes. I created 3 checkboxes, and I select the checkboxes, and I click on test. See, that is displayed. If I select one more, test, that is also displayed. If I select all, test, then that is also displayed. Now let's see what is the logic behind, or how are we achieving this? How are we achieving this? Now, if you look at here, I have written UI separately and logic separately. Now coming to here. The Visualforce logic. Nothing. I just created a form. Why I need to create a form? If there is no form, you cannot pass the data. You need to pass the data from here to here. So therefore, I am creating a form. Then select checkboxes. And values is what? Countries. And the options is what? Items. And if you look at here, am I writing a logic to display those countries? No. Then where is the logic to display the country names? If you look at here, US, Canada and all, there is no logic here. That logic I am getting from the Apex. What is happening here? If you look at here, select checkboxes, then countries, values. When you say like that, and there is a button called test, right? When you have a button called text, okay. So first let's look at here. Apex form. Select checkboxes or checkboxes, values, countries. You are getting from countries, but do I have here? No. So then it will go and check in the controller. Do I have something from the controller, or do I have something from the Apex? Yes. If you look at here, get countries. There is a countries. Yeah, countries. Countries is the string. So, and nothing is there here. Now if you look at here, so here is the option. Please look at this. So I created an option, add, or I created a list. That list is having, we have a collection called list, set and a map, right? So I created a list. In the list, I am adding US, label is option is, that means checkbox is US and checkbox. Select option, Canada, Canada. Then add option, one more thing, Mexico, Mexico. You can also give, it's like a field value. If you want, you can give different one. And I am returning this. I am returning this when you call the get items. When you call the get items. Get items, when it will be called, if you look at here, see here. So values means items. Whenever you write like this, setter method and getter method both will be called. Now if you look at here, so right now setter method is not required for me. Now what is the meaning of this one? Public string country get comma set. That means it is going to write internally getter method and setter method. It is going to write getter method and setter method for countries. Now for items also I need to have getter methods and setter methods. So this is the getter method. Okay. So therefore whenever you call like this, whenever you say values is equal to something like this, it will call the getter method. So in the getter method what is there? Get items. So here US all these things are there. and it returns the items. So that is what it is displayed here. That is what it is displayed here. Okay. Now, so I am clicking on test method. When you click on the test method, look at here. When you click on the test method, you are calling what? Action is test. Action is test. So if you look at here, yeah, action is test, and it is not returning anything. Action is test, that's fine. It is not returning anything. Now, how are we getting these values then? Because when I click on the test, it is displaying something. So that logic is in the UI itself. If you look at here, so I created a something. This is just a panel. Action, status. I am just displaying status, testing something. Okay. So after that, I am displaying the results. How are we displaying the results? Look at here. So I displayed Apex. You have selected something, title, this one. After that, so Apex data list, I am taking the country values. So from here, and I am saying C. C means variables. Countries right now, how many are there? 3 are there. So it will take first country and display. It will take second country and display. It will take next country and display. So if you look at here, this is what it displays the value. So if you see here, right now how many countries? 3 countries are there. It will take the first country. Where will have the first country? And I would like to display. I want to display the value means the exclamatory mark C. Then it will go and take the next value and keep in the C or keep in the where. And I want to display that. It will go and take the next value. And I want to display that. Like that it will iterate. That's how you are getting these results. If you have any questions, you can ask me. That is how. If you want to deal with the checkboxes and have something and all, this is how you can do. Any questions, Suprit, on this program? It is going to take some time for you to practice all these things because you need to practice a lot. See, on high level you can understand easily. What are we trying to do here? We have 3 checkboxes. So if I select the checkbox and click on button, then whatever selected, that checkbox label will be displayed here. High level it is very simple. But if you practice, then only you can do this stuff. Any questions, Sujit?
No, I'm fine.
Okay. Now let's see the same thing for radio buttons. So checkbox has radio buttons. So I would like to clear the radio buttons also. Okay, so now see, radio buttons are there. Now, when radio buttons are selected, I need to write the logic. So that is nothing but a control logic I am going to write. There is nothing but a control logic I am going to write. Now look at here, what is happening? So what is the difference between checkbox and radio button? Okay.
In radio button only one will be selected.
Yeah.
One now.
Checkbox you can select any checkbox. Radio button is only one at any point of time. Okay, now look at here. So I am selecting a Canada. Canada is displayed. I am selecting Mexico. Automatically Canada is invisible. Mexico and all.
Hello.
I am back, sorry.
Okay.
So it is similar to checkboxes. So only the difference is here we are able to select only one. Let's go to quickly what is done here. This is the UI logic and this is the Apex logic. So if you look at here radio buttons, again same. We are not creating the radio buttons here. Where are we creating? Select radio button option. So now coming to here. So here I am creating. So if you see here items. So whenever you say items, if you look at here, I use exclamatory mark. That means what? I am getting the item values. How do I get the item values? It will call the get items method. And the get item method, what is there? I just created a list. It will have the radio buttons. It will have the radio buttons. So all this will come. And you will be displaying those. Now if you look at here, action, there is a action test. Okay, so now you will go and check if is there any action called a test in the controller. There is a test action. So it is returning nothing. No, that's fine. Now coming to here, how are we getting this value? It is simple and straightforward, like however we got. So here, if you look at here, countries. In the countries, whatever you selected, those are available. And same as checkbox. But here, what happens? You will be having only one value. In case of checkboxes, you will be having multiple values. As in case of checkboxes, we will be having multiple values. That's why we have taken data list. But here, you can take straight away output text. Because only one value. Okay? I am moving to the next program. If you have any questions, ask me. Otherwise, I am moving to the next program.
Okay, move on.
Okay. So now you can see developer tools. So you can create your own tools. So if you look at here, this is the Apex, right? So here you have tools. The same way you can create your own tools. Look at here. This is one important program. Yeah. See, I created my own tools. Tool area. So that, like this. If you want to create your own tool area, yes, you can do. These are very much important in the project perspective. Now let's understand how are we creating our own tool area. Let's understand how are we creating our own tool area. Look at here. I click on save. That's fine. Now this is the logic. What are we trying to do here? Superior, you are able to see the outcome, right? Superior. Superior,
Yeah.
So this is what the outcome I am talking about. So we created our own tool area. So like this is the tool area, this is the tool area, like that I created our own tool area. Now if you want to create your own tool area, these are very common requirements in the project. So you need to use something called Apex toolbar. Apex toolbar. So when you say Apex toolbar, it is going to create the toolbar. Inside the toolbar, what you want to have, now you can define. Inside the Apex toolbar, what you want, you can define now. I want to have toolbar group. That means inside the toolbar, that means this entire thing is called toolbar. Inside that, what all I want, now I am defining. So I want to place a toolbar group. That toolbar group, what? It will have something called link to Salesforce and link to Apex. So if you look at here, link to Salesforce and link to Apex. When you click on this, see, it will go to Apex. See, it is going somewhere else. Yeah. So how are we doing that? Look at this. So toolbar group, inside that I am placing a link called Salesforce. Then I am placing one more link called Apex Developer Network. So this is the Apex Developer Network. Click on this, it will go. That's it, nothing more than that. Okay, so these text this is sample toolbar. That is nothing but the title here. Don't worry about the title. If you don't want the title, then you can remove it. If you don't want the title, remove it. Then, so in this toolbar, I want to have two links. One link is for the Salesforce, one link is for the Apex. So that is how you can do. So there is a command called output link. You can use it. You can specify what link you want and for what you want to have that link for Salesforce and Apex. That's fine. Then after that, I would like to have, okay, in the right side, okay, in the right side if you see, there is a text area, there is a text box, then there is a search. That means what? There is a label, there is a input text, then there is a search. Search is like what? Again a link. So when you click on this, it will happen, it will do something. So let's say I enter something and click on search. Right now action is not attached, that's why it is not performing anything. That's fine. Now coming to here. So after that we see here and it searches. Search means what? You are going to search something. It's like a button. You need to perform the action. Whenever you want to perform the action, you need to have the form. So that's why in the right side we are having the form. Form, I created the form. So inside the form, that means this is nothing but these elements are there inside the form. These elements, all these elements are there inside the form. So what I need to have? I need to have a label called enter text. After that, what I need to have? So that's nothing but the input text. I need to have input text. So input text you can create with what? Apex input text. This we have seen plenty of the times. After input text, you need to have command link. Command link and value is what? Search. That is what you see here. And ID is equal to what? Something. And if you want to perform the action, now you can specify action is equal to, now write the action name. Do something. This action, how you want to perform the action or what you want to do in that action, you can specify in the Apex. But right now I am not doing that. And close the form. That is how you can create your own toolbars. That is how you can create your own toolbars. Any questions? Suprit. I am going fast, but these are important.
Fine.
You're fine?
Yeah, fine.
So how to create our own toolbars? If you want to create your own toolbar, we have something called Apex toolbar. So this toolbar will be created. Once you have the toolbar, now it is your wish what you want to place. I want to place one title, two links, the left side. So title and two links. In the right side, I want to place a form inside the form. Because why I need to place the form? So this is a search. Search is like a button. Buttons and all always should be inside the form so that those actions fires automatically, or those actions will trigger. So therefore there is an input text and there is a button. So instead of button, I am using command link. Command link is also a kind of button, but with a different look and feel. That's it. Now next thing. Yeah, this is very much important. How to generate the results into the PDF. Sorry. This is very common requirement. Whatever I am explaining, those are the very common requirements in all the projects. Look at here, your PDF is generated. That means you are getting some results. For that results, PDF is generated directly. You are getting some results. For that results, PDF is generated directly. You can hear what I will be trying to do. Please see this. When I run this Apex, when I run this visual-based program, directly PDF is available. You can save this. The desktop. This is what Channa O3. See, this is a PDF file. But here this is a PDF file. I forgot to give the extension, that's why it is giving the problem. So see this, PDF is generated. So if you look at the logic, what are we trying to do here? If you want to generate PDF for your Visualforce outcome, if you want to generate, one second. Okay, so if you want to generate the PDF for your Visualforce outcome, what to do? That's the question. That means what? This is a very common requirement in the real-time projects. What happens? You will be generating the reports, right? You will be writing some Visualforce program and you will generate the reports. Reports generally you need to convert into PDF or you need to convert into Excel. So the same way coming to here, if you want to convert your results, Visualforce page results into PDF, then after Apex page you need to use render as PDF. That's it. You will take care to render the results into PDF. This is only giving this kind of results. Rest everything is nothing. So therefore, if you want to convert your Visualforce results into PDF, you need to use render as PDF in the Apex tag. Now coming to here, what are we trying to do here? Look at here. It is nothing. I am just having a HTML body. Then I am displaying something with the bold, font 30, color is equal to red and all. For what? For announcing new account. That means this one. Just a text, HTML text I am displaying. After that, if you look at here, I am displaying some width and all. Now after that, Apex text, output text, account name I am getting. Do I have the account name here? I don't have. Because of the reason I did not pass. Now let me pass the account name. Look here, I will pass the account ID so that you will get the result. Hope you remember, right, how to pass the IDs and all. I already explained. See, right now the result is not there from the account update. Now, you see, you will be having the result. See, this is coming. Yes, we are trying to get the results from the account object. So, this I already told you, standard controller, account object. From the account object, I am just displaying the name. After that, I am displaying the time. Now means time. And whatever you do, that will be converted into PDF. So here, if you look at here, so I have something from the HTML, I have something coming from the object, standard object, and I have something coming from the function. Whatever may be, everything is converted into PDF. That's what the meaning is. Any questions? Please.
No, fine. Good.
So now you can convert the Visualforce pages into PDF, right? If you want to convert Visualforce pages into PDF, you have something called render as PDF. Then you do whatever you want. I did not do anything. I just displaying my announcing new account name in the old font size 30 and all. After that, I am getting what? I am getting the account name. Account name of what? From the standard controller called account. For the entered account ID. For this account ID, what is the account name? This is the account name. That is what it is displayed. After that, I am just displaying now. Now means it is going to give the time, date and time. That entire result is converted into PDF. That's it. Now next program. This is something called how to navigate to the new pages. Look at here. Let me execute this program so that you first understand the UI. Yeah. Look at here. So what are we trying to do here? I just created an area where I'm going to enter account name and account site and say, click on save. So it will go and save here. That means what? I'm creating my own account page. So if you look at here, if I want to create an account, please see this, new. How many fields are there? How many fields are there? So many fields are there. Do you think that every company will use all these fields? It can be. Then how do I create my own account page with my own field? So whenever I enter account name and account site, I would like to save it. Let's say Channa testing tool and 1, 2, 3. Click on save. Click on save. Now you will be having that account created here. Now you will be having that account created here. So what is the name I have given? Channa testing place. Created. So what is the purpose of this program now? So the purpose of this program is you have the standard objects. In the standard objects, plenty of the fields are there. In the real time, in the companies, they may not use all these fields. If they do not use all these fields, what is the point of having the UI for those? What is the point of having the UI for this? So how do I create my own account page? If you want to create your own account page, this is not the program. Now let's try to understand what is available. You got the requirement, right?
Yes, yes, sir.
So what are we trying to do here? So we are trying to create our own account insertion page. Account creation page. Now look at here. First thing, what is there in the Visual Force? I'm having both Visual Force as well as Apex. So the required thing will do for the Apex. Now see here. Nothing. I just create a page block. Now inside the page block I would like to have so input field called account name, one more input field called account size. After those I would like to have a button called save. Save. Command button called save. Now when you click on the save, I am calling the action called save. If you look at here, save. This will check whether save method is available in the controller. Let's see in the controller the save method is available. If you look at here, there is a save method. What this save method is doing? It is inserting the account object. So that means whatever you entered here, it will take and it will insert into the account object. And if you look at here, what is this logic for? Please try to observe it. I am saying testing 1, 2, 3 and I enter 1, 2. Once I click on, I am navigating to different page. This is also important. Please observe here. Once I click on save, account is saved. And I navigated to what? Standard account tab. Standard accounts tab with my created result. With my created result. This is happening because of this statement. You look at here, page refresh reference. This page reference is what? That means I am specifying once you click on save where to go. You see here. I am specifying once you click on save where to go. I need to go to Apex pages. Which Apex page? Apex page of accounts. Accounts of what? Because in accounts also we have so many pages, right? One is this page, another one is new page, another one is display page. It's nothing but what? Display page or view page. So therefore, I am going to the standard controller Apex page of the view. And I am rendering it, redirecting it. That means go here. So that means what? Once you perform the save action, where to go, that is what I am saying here. Any questions? Now you can ask me, else we can go to the next one. Okay.
Fine.
So now you can create your own pages, right?
Yeah.
Now you can go and create whatever you want. And once you create the pages, here the requirement is very simple, straightforward. I would like to have my own account creation page. Because in the standard page so many fields are there and we are not entering all the fields. Now you can develop a Visualforce page with your own required fields. And I have the save button. Once you have the save button or once you click on the save button, you need to insert the record. So therefore, you go here to the controller and perform the insert operation. Perform the insert operation. Let's go and insert in the accounts object. Now, it is my own requirement. After I click on save, where to go? Do I need to be in the same page? Or do I want to go to the different page? I want to go to the different page, like account, new page of my object. I am inserting the record, right? So therefore, to that record I would like to go. For that, you need to write the logic. Apex pages, standard controller of account, view page. View page of the current one, the current created instance. So say that page set redirect through. Set redirect through means it will redirect to that page. That's what the meaning. So if I don't have that logic, let's see. Let me remove that logic. The page reference is here. So it is written the page reference. If I don't have that logic, it is giving the error because of the reason is we have the page reference. Then you need to have something called null here. Insert and don't do anything. Or public void. Okay, now it is saved. Now click on save. Now I enter something, click on save. It is saved and it is not moved anything. It is there only. It is saved already. I click on multiple times, that's why it is giving error. Because the reason is account ID is unique. Please look at here. I am entering something. Now I click on save. See, that is saved. Now go and see whether the record is there or not. ADA, yes sir. That's there. If you click one more time, you will get error because of the reason is account name is unique. Okay, so in this case, page is, you are not moving to the next page. So the question may be, in so many ways. How to navigate between the Visual Force pages. This is a Visual Force page, and so whatever we have the logic, that is also Visual Force page. Okay. Any questions? Today?
No, fine.
Great. So this is nothing but what? Display all the accounts. If you look at here, I'm just going fast. If you look at here, this is nothing but what? Accounts list page, right? How do I have my own list page? This is what? Accounts list page. This is what? Accounts list page. How do I have my own page? You have your own page. You can have your own page. So if you feel that okay, this is not looking good, then you want to create this page, you can create it. These are the common requirements in the company. Now if you look at the logic is simple, straightforward. What are you going to do? You are going to talk to the accounts object and you will be reading one by one and displaying it. It's simple, straightforward. I want to complete all these programs today, even though it is late. Okay. Now look at here, is simply straightforward the logic. What are we trying to do here? We are trying to create this kind of page. So here so many things are there. I don't want so many things. I want to explain this kind of thing. And I can have my own colors, all these things. Okay. Now look at here. What are we trying to do here? So I would like to get the records from where? From the account object. Fine. Create a page block table. This is page block table because it is a table. Page block table should have the results from where? From where? From the account object. So therefore, this will give all the records. All the records will be available in the records. But I need to read record by record. So that way, it will take the first record and keep in the record. For that record, so I am displaying what? Name. I am displaying type. I am displaying industry. Name, type, industry. We go and take next record, then display name, type, industry. We go and take next record and display name, type, industry. And if you look at here, there is a inline edit also. Inline edit support. For which field? See here. This is inline edit. So I already explained. This inline edit is possible because of the reason is I have written a statement here. Apex inline support. Inline edit support. Inline edit support when? On double click. So that means whenever you double click, you can edit it. Okay. So after that, I would like to have two buttons, save and cancel. You can cancel or you can save. That's it. Any questions here? Please.
No.
Okay. Now I would like to discuss something about the transient variable. I would like to say something about the transient variable. You can say. So I'll explain what is the meaning of transient variable. First is outcome. First understand the requirement, then we can discuss about the transient variable always. Okay, now look at here. So you are able to see output, right?
Yes, yes.
So if you look at here, both are time only. Right now both are same.
Okay.
Now I click on refresh. I click on refresh. Please observe only T2 is changing. T1 is not changing.
Yes.
T2 is changing, T1 is not changing. Because of the reason is we have a concept here. We have two units here. Let me explain what is happening here. I would like to talk about the concept called transient variable. So here sometime back you are asking, right? So Apex results can I put it in the visual course? Can I have test box and test it here itself? Now you know how to test it, right? Instead of going to that debug log and all.
Yes, yes, yeah.
Because you will be writing the method here, you will call that method and display the results here.
Okay.
You will be writing the method here, you will call that and display here. That's fine. Leave it about this. Now coming to here, when you click on refresh, only T2 is changing, T1 is not changing. What is happening here? Look at this. T2 is what transient variable. T2 is what? If you look at here, T1 is a date variable, T2 is also a date variable, date and time variable, but it is a transient. It is a transient. And transient variables are not persistent. What does it mean? Transient variables are not persistent. What does that mean? That means it cannot remember previous state. One second. Okay. Okay, now coming to here. So T1 is a variable and T2 is a variable. Both are date and time variable, but this is a transient. So what is happening in case of transient? Look at here. First look at the UI. In the UI what I am displaying? I am displaying T1 and T2. And I have something called, if you look at here, this is action, right? Action you need to take place in the form. That's why I am placing the form. When you click on refresh, what is happening? When you click on refresh, in the action, you are calling refresh. Now, you will go to the controller. Now, it will come here. It will get the time. It will set the time. When it gets the time, first time, that means I am hitting enter. First time means what? Both are same. Now, see what is happening in the first time. First time T1 is equal to null and T2 is equal to null. That's why it will get the current time and the current time. That's why it is returning the current time and both are same. Now I click on the refresh. When you say refresh, only T2 is changing. The meaning is T2 is a transient variable. It cannot remember the previous status. It cannot remember the previous status. And it will come here T2. It cannot remember means what? It will be null again. It will be null, so it will get the current time again. But in case of T1, it's a normal variable, so it will remember the previous value. So previous value is what? This one. Is this is equal to null? Is this is equal to null? Not null. Not null means it will return the same. In case of T2, it cannot remember the previous one. It cannot remember the previous one means what? It will have null. So T2 is equal to null means what? T2 is equal to null time. So it will get the current time. So that's how the transient variables work. So the meaning is, if you want to have your own result every refresh, page refresh, every page refresh, then sometimes you may use transient variables. Sometimes you may use transient variables. So, please, are you good?
Fine, I'm good.
Shall I continue the next? Okay.
Yes, sir.
Now let's see one program for the pop-ups. Let's see how to create the pop-ups. So in the Visual Force page or any page you take, pop-ups will be there. Let's see how to create the pop-ups. I'm creating a Apex class. That means that's where I place the logic. I will be placing the logic. Okay. Now look at here. So let me take this logic into Notepad and put it here. And the Apex logic also into Notepad and put it here. Let me arrange it quickly so that we are good to it's good to explain. Yeah. Now look at here. Okay. Now look at here. I am talking about the pop-ups. So when I click on this one, see there is a pop-up is coming. How to create this kind of pop-ups? That's the question. Please see here. Hide pop-up. Show pop-up. Hide pop-up. Chenna button. Button is nothing. I just placed. Show pop-up. Hide pop-up. So how do we create this kind of pop-up? That's the question. If you want to create the pop-ups, look at here. First show pop-up. I will click on this. I got the pop-up. Let's see what is the logic to bring this pop-up. Okay, first thing is what? I need to place a command button here, show pop-up. So that's what it is here. I am placing a command button, show pop-up. Okay, nothing much in that. So on click, that means what? Command button, show pop-up is there. Once I click on this, I am calling something called what? Show pop-up. This is a method. Let's see what the method is doing. There is a show pop-up method. What is it saying? Display pop-up true. That means it is saying, yes, I am ready to display the pop-up. Once you say ready to display the pop-up, then what should be there in the pop-up? How pop-up should look? You need to define. Please follow closely. If you look at here, I display a command button called show pop-up. That's fine. Command button, show pop-up. That's fine. Action is what? Once I click on this, what to do? Once I click on this, I am calling show pop-up method. This will be called. This will be called. Now here what I am saying, display pop-up true. That means I am allowing to display the pop-up. Once I say display pop-up true, how pop-up should look and all I need to check now. Okay. Now if you look at here, rendered. That means once I get the confirmation true, then I need to render the pop-up. That pop-up is nothing but like this. Output panel, text pop-up. Now I am creating the pop-up. If you look at here, we are creating the pop-up. Output panel, style is equal to what? Background. If you look at here, style black, render, display pop-up. So this will be called display pop-up. Now if you look at here, custom style is called. See here, custom pop-up. So if you look at in the pop-up, there is a text and there is a button. Once I click on the button, then it is hidden. So that logic again coming from controller. If you look at here, close pop-up. Close pop-up means what? Display pop-up is equal to false. So that will be called. Now if you look at here, this is the major stuff here. Please observe. Output panel, style class is equal to background, pop-up background. Do I have something called a pop-up background? Here is the pop-up background. What is the pop-up background? Black color, opacity, width, top, all these things are there. That's fine. Okay, pop-up background is there. That's fine. Now render is equal to what? True. That means pop-up is displayed. Inside the pop-up, what I have? Inside the pop-up, I have some text, then button. So that's why I am using output panel. And if you look at here, this is how I am displaying the text. After displaying the text, I am having a button, apex button. Value is equal to what? Hide pop-up. So once I click on that, I am calling close pop-up. That means this will be called. So here what is there? Display is equal to false. Here what is there? Display is equal to false. So that's why it will not be shown. After displaying the pop-up, I have one more command button, that is Channa button. You can display that. Blah blah blah. So if you look at here, so this background is red color and text is black color. All these things are coming from this CSS. Background is red color, bold is something solid dot, this and all coming this one, and this is applied for the custom pop-up here as a style. That's why you are getting background, all these things. Let me make it as color is equal to blue. Not here, right? Here. See, now it is displayed in the blue color. Because of the reason is, when we created the pop-up, when I display the pop-up, I am using my own style. That's how you can create the pop-up, that's how you can hide the pop-up, that's how you can have the content inside the pop-up and buttons inside the pop-up. Okay, cancel. Do you want to say yes or no? Do you want to say yes or no? This is how you can have. Any questions, Supriya?
No, fine.
Right. Let me just go through quickly the interview questions. So this is an excellent Excel. It's going to help you all the ways. If you have this Excel, telephonic interview is very easy. So you can go to the all questions. What is the apex? If you hover on this, you will be getting the answer. What is the Visual Force page? If you hover on this, you will be getting it. What is the S controls? If you hover on this, you will be getting it. What is the SOQL? What is the SOSL? Okay. What are the different triggers? Before insert, after insert, do you remember? What is the apex schedulers? Annotations. How many relations are there? Rollback summary. Okay. So visual force controllers, action tags, action status. Just now we use action status, right? Supreet, today we use action status. Do you remember? Supreet, is there?
Yes, Anna. Yeah.
Supreet?
Yes, Anna.
Okay. Next, email templates. We already text template, HTML templates, all these things. Salesforce editions, we already seen. Apex position. What is the final keyword? Instance, super, these, that, and all. Apex batches, blah, blah, blah. Workflows, I already discussed. Actions, email, all these things. Rules, how to create the rules. Templates, all these things. Reports anyway, only two kind of questions. Tabular report, summary report, and the matrix report. So these are nothing but what? Questions on lead object, account object, opportunity object, all these things. All the questions also you can see. Okay. What is S control? Difference between SOSL and SOPL. I already discussed. Types of custom settings. Okay. What is a custom setting? All these questions are there. You can go ahead and read and prepare for the interviews. If you have any questions, let me know on this. You need to read whatever I discussed, that is explained here. And one or two questions here and there, it will be more here because it covers all the perspectives. Any other questions? So I'll share all this Excel and today's programs, everything to you. You can practice.
Okay.